You are watching Codexum. Signal archive. The fragments remain. New York City, the sleepless metropolis, drenched in neon and noise, where the rhythm of life never pauses. But on the summer night of July 13, 1977, everything changed. At 9:36 p.m., the lights of Manhattan flickered once, twice, and then the entire city fell into total darkness. A blackout that lasted only 25 hours, but left behind questions that still remain unsolved today. What truly caused the 1977 New York blackout? Why did the city plunge into chaos faster than anyone expected? And could the official explanation be missing something? Tonight, you'll walk through the shadowed streets of that night. And uncover the mysteries hidden behind one of the most unusual power failures in U.S. history. The summer of 1977 was brutal. Record heat, a struggling economy, banks closing, factories shutting down, a city that felt like it was on the edge. Crime rates soared. The infamous serial killer known as Son of Sam had been tormenting the population for months. Tension simmered in every neighborhood. Electrical grids were already strained due to intense heat waves. Air conditioners ran non-stop as people sought relief from suffocating temperatures. It was considered nearly impossible. The grid had layers of backups and redundancies, designed to withstand storms, surges, and unexpected failures. At 8:37 p.m., a powerful lightning bolt struck a major transmission line north of the city. But the grid was built to handle lightning. It happened all the time. Is that the backup system failed to respond. Inside control rooms, operators watched numbers drop on their panels like falling dominoes. Voltage plummeted, pressure on the remaining lines intensified. They attempted to reroute the load manually, but the grid began collapsing faster than any operator could react. Within 15 minutes, New York was a city fighting to stay alive electrically. Electrical grids are designed like spider webs. If one thread breaks, others take the load. But on this night, the entire web unraveled. Substations began tripping offline in sequence, one after another. A cascade failure, rare, but possible. Yet something didn't add up. Investigators later found switches that should have. Closed stayed open backup generators that should have powered up stayed silent. One critical relay was stuck in a position it should never have been in. It was as if the grid chose the worst possible configuration all at once. Experts at the time blamed mechanical failures and human error, but the pattern was too unusual for many engineers. Some insisted that a cascade of so many simultaneous malfunctions bordered on statistically impossible. Something else, they argued, must have contributed. At exactly 9:36 p.m., the last major transmission line failed. One of the largest cities in the world simply shut off. Streetlights died. Skyscrapers vanished into black silhouettes. Subways froze in their tracks. trapping thousands in tunnels, and an eerie silence swept through neighborhoods, just for a moment before confusion took over. For the first time since the early 1960s, New York was completely powerless. The blackout unleashed chaos. Stores, already vulnerable from the economic crisis, became targets. Police struggled to navigate dark streets without radios or lights. Hidden behind the headlines, electrical engineers working overnight noticed anomalies in the grid data recorded during the collapse. A backup line that turned itself off milliseconds before being needed. And a subsystem that recorded voltage levels inconsistent with the lightning strikes. These irregularities were buried in technical reports, rarely discussed publicly. They suggested interference. The cause has never been definitively proven. Lightning strikes, overloaded lines, human error in handling the crisis, but historians and electrical experts argue that the official explanation doesn't account for all failures. Why did so many independent systems malfunction simultaneously? Why did backups designed to be fail-proofy fail? Why did certain lines shut down moments before they were needed? Some researchers suggest the grid may have been suffering from undisclosed internal issues. Others believe outdated equipment was to blame, and a few speculate sabotage, though no evidence was ever found. The truth remains blurred, hidden behind technical jargon and conflicting reports. The 1977 New York blackout was more than a moment of darkness. It was a reminder of how fragile a giant city can be, how quickly order can collapse, and how mysteries can hide in plain sight. Even today, engineers debate what really happened that night. Lightning alone shouldn't have caused a total shutdown. Backup systems shouldn't have failed. And yet, they did. Some mysteries live in the shadows, and New York, a city that never sleeps, remembers the night when it was forced into darkness with questions still unanswered.